A recruiter spends about 6 seconds on your resume. The AI that screens it first, 0.2 of a second. And in that flash, it isn't reading your resume the way you wrote it. It's pulling it apart into data and rebuilding a version of you that it can score. By the end of this, you'll know what that version looks like and how to make it match the real you. Because for most people right now, it doesn't. This isn't niche. 99% of Fortune 500 companies screen applications through an applicant tracking system, and 93% of their chief HR officers say they're now building AI into how they work. And the catch is, the AI never really sees your resume. It sees its own interpretation of it, and if that interpretation is wrong, you lose, even when the real document is excellent. So let's walk through what actually happens in that fraction of a second. Step 1. It throws away your design. Colors, columns, icons, that skills bar graphic, the header, the footer, all of it gone. It isn't reading a document, it's extracting a plain stream of text. This is how a beautiful 2-column resume quietly destroys you. The parser reads left to right, top to bottom, so 2 columns let it splice your job title into your address and your skills into a date. The version that comes out is scrambled. You never see it, and that scrambled version is the one that gets scored. Step 2. It sorts you into boxes. It forces that text into fields: name, contact, work history, education, skills, by hunting for familiar signposts, the standard headers like experience, education, skills. Get clever and label your experience where I've made an impact, and it may not register as experience at all, so your whole work history lands in the wrong box or vanishes. The lesson is almost insulting in how simple it is. Use boring, standard section names. Boring parses, clever disappears. Step 3 is where 2026 breaks from the advice you've heard for years. It doesn't match words anymore, it matches meaning. The old systems did blunt, exact keyword matching. So if a posting said JavaScript and you wrote the short form, you were out, and people learned to stuff in the exact terms. Modern systems convert your words into mathematical meaning and compare that to the meaning of the job, so the short form and the full word now land in the same place. Keyword stuffing is dying. The real trap is that meaning matching rewards context, not the term on its own, which points straight at the thing the AI weighs more heavily than your job titles. Step 4. The thing it weighs most. The context wrapped around the claim. 2 resumes both say project management. One has a bullet that reads, literally, project management. The other reads, managed a $2 million product launch across 3 teams and shipped it 2 weeks early. Same keyword, completely different score, because the model reads the scope, the outcome, and the numbers around the phrase, and treats the second as a far stronger match for a real role. The keyword gets you considered. The context gets you ranked. This is the most common mistake I see. People list skills like a grocery list, and the AI couldn't care less about the list. It's scoring the evidence around each item. Step 5. It scores you against this one job. The output is a single number. How well your rebuilt profile fits this specific posting, not how good you are in general. That's why the same resume can score 89 for one role and 40 for an almost identical one somewhere else. They simply describe the job in different words. A single master resume you fire off everywhere is mathematically going to lose to one tuned for each posting. Not rewritten each time, tuned. So the thing it weighs most was never the skills section. It was the context around each claim, scored against one exact job. And you can turn the AI against itself in about 2 minutes. Take the job description, take your resume, paste both into any AI model, and ask it one thing. Rate how well this resume matches this job from 0 to 100, and list what's missing. Now you're looking at roughly what the hiring system sees. Close the gaps, add the missing context, mirror the real language, drop the 2-column layout, and run it again to watch the number climb. That's the whole trick. You've reverse engineered the 0.2 of a second. I put the exact prompt for that match score check, plus the resume structure that parses cleanly every time, into a free kit, and the link is in the description. Next week, an AI that runs the interview itself, with no human on the call, and I'll show you how it scores you and how to get past it. Subscribe so you're ready before you're in that chair.